Okay, then. Well, let's cut to the chase then, I suppose. I mean, Steve, who is going to win it? Or at least who's not going to win it? Who's going to get involved at the final day at big odds?
Well, yeah, it's a great question. I see Ricky Fowler. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for Ricky Fowler to land the major his talent undoubtedly deserves. I mean, you forget how good this lad was as a youngster. He was earmarked for superstardom from an early age. World #1 amateur for 37 weeks. And, I think people put a bit too much stock in the fact he hasn't won a major at the age of 28. I mean, he's still a young man.
He becomes a divisive character over that, doesn't it, really, in terms of betting
perspective? Yeah, he's still a very young man at the age of 28. He's won plenty of US Tour titles. He's won a couple of European Tour events. I mean, what do people expect from people? I mean, Sergio Garcia, 37, when he won his first major. So
what had we done by the time we were 28? So,
what have we done now? How old are you, Wilco? He's hardly a failure, is he, Ricky Fowler? I mean,
yeah. But go back to Fowler. I mean, obviously he's got some good form at Quail Hollow, and he should have the perfect game for the course.
Exactly. People getting very excited about Rory McIlroy's record, but Ricky Fowler's got a fantastic Quail Hollow record. His maiden US Tour title came at Quail Hollow in 2012, so he's got very fond memories of the place. And he beat McIlroy in a playoff for that title. I think Fowler will play with plenty of self-belief this week because he knows he can perform at Quail Hollow, and I think that's probably been the difference between him finishing off some of these majors. He's got a bit twitchy, but I think he knows he can win at Quail Hollow, and I think he's got as good a chance as anyone.
This is going to be a real make-or-break tournament for Ricky Fowler, I think, with this moniker that he's earned as the best player never to have won a thing. Because this is where he is expected to perform well. If he doesn't win this one, then if he can't win at Quail Hollow,
that's what I was going to say.
If he can't win at Quail Hollow, is he going to be able to?
Do you think it weighs on his mind?
No, I think he'll thrive on it.
Right.
I think that will give him a boost, and he is a top player, and as Steve said, he's performed well at the venue before, which should give him a massive boost. Solid, seems settled in his game.
He's finished in the top 5 in every major, each of the 4 majors. He's a solid major performer. He just hasn't got over the line in front. But as I say, he's won on this course, and
it's his time. I just think it's his time this week.
Right,
I just think he's the best challenger of the ones at the top of the market.
Okay, so Stephen Wilco in agreement on Ricky Fowler at the top of the market. Ian, I mean yourself. Again, we've been talking about the big hitters going well, previous course form, not with the kind of the nudgers and the nerdlers like the Zach Johnsons. I presume you're taking that viewpoint too.
Absolutely. I was saying to the guys before I came on air, call me Pastor McLaughlin now for the next few minutes, because I'm going to convert a lot of people now to back Rory McIlroy here. So I'll just start.
I'm with you, but carry on. Sold already.
The 2 top 5 finishes at the Open and the Bridgestone have converted me back onto the Rory train. Come to Quail Hollow now. This is his backyard. He'll be here, chest out, going, "This is my house here." You gotta go very, very low to try and beat me around here. And I think the Harry Diamond caddy, Steve, is right in the sense of it does start turning at the start of the front 9 maybe. But I think this will invigorate him again. It's a good friend in the bag. I think I could caddy from around here and he'd probably go very well,
Don't go that far.
I'd need
another
a buggy.
Another stat that I like is he's made the cut here in 6 out of 7 years. And the 6 events that he made the cut, he's been beaten by a total of 20 golfers in those 6 tournaments, with form figures of 1, 2, 10, 8, 1, 4. Another thing that brings me to him is this is a driver's golf course. There's another stat that I found was with 5 of the last 7 winners at Quail Hollow, they all led the field in strokes gained off the tee. Rory currently leads the tour in strokes gained off the tee. He was second last week at Firestone. We discussed it at the Open that he couldn't really utilise his biggest weapon around Birkdale, hence why we want to take him on. Here, he can wield his driver wherever he wants. There's a little bit more room with the trees coming down, as the lad said. Soft fairways, he can kind of power and not worry about running out of fairways and such. And I think he can open up his shoulders, and that's when he's at his best, really. Back to the lad's concern with the wedges. With a rain-softened 7,600-yard course, I don't think there'll be too many wedges for second shots into greens. Like, the course is going to be playing very, very long. So I think Rory probably averaged between 7, maybe 8 to 5 iron and par 4s, par 5s. He's even taken a wedge out of his bag this week and added in a 3 iron for the par 5s. Looking through the stats rankings for the last 5 years around Quail Hollow, he tops every stat ranking that is associated with the course, and he's even in the top 20 in strokes gained putting in this time frame. An indication, as we've already seen with his 2 wins, he's very, very comfortable on the greens. And And whenever a long course gets hit with rain, you look to guys like McIlroy. They just love it. Like he won the PGA at Valhalla. Everyone was jumping on the back of him when it started raining at the start of the week, and he duly obliged, beating the likes of Ricky Fowler, of Phil Mickelson, and Henrik Stenson down the stretch. Sorry. And as the course gets longer, the more the rain comes, I think he hardens as favourite, and I think he's one of the bets of the year, to be honest with myself.